Alright guys, Forsaken seriously can't stop cooking, including brand new TV series crossover skins, insane milestone concepts for the evil duo, and a fan favorite skin that's dividing the entire community. Let's get into it. Something that absolutely nobody expected was a teaser for what could become the next big crossover skins coming to Forsaken. Since the game already features several invincible skins, players have constantly wondered what franchise the devs could tackle next. One of the most requested crossovers has always been The Boys, but after the TV series ended a few months ago, most people assumed the idea had been left behind. That's why it came as such a surprise when Isaac suddenly teased what appears to be a Billy Butcher skin completely out of nowhere. And honestly, it's kind of crazy that Forsaken never added these skins a few months ago. During the height of The Boys memes, especially the famous "Excuse me sir" trend featuring Billy Butcher, it felt like the perfect opportunity for the game to jump on the crossover. Instead, it never happened, leaving the community to create their own concepts of what these skins could eventually look like. One of the best fan concepts reimagines Cool Kid as Homelander, taking inspiration from the darker comic storyline where Homelander is connected to Black Noir. Rather than simply copying Homelander's appearance, the concept transforms Cool Kid into a much more chaotic version of the character, while still keeping him recognizable. It even features custom minions with their faces completely hidden behind photographs, alongside several references to The Boys, including a crowbar inspired by the weapon Billy Butcher uses during one of the comic's most iconic moments. Another fan favorite gives Nosferatu a Homelander skin, combining the classic Captain Roblox appearance with the superhero bundle while still preserving Nosferatu's signature look. It's a simple concept, but one that a huge number of players have said would fit perfectly into Forsaken's existing art style. With Invincible already proving that superhero collaborations can work incredibly well, seeing The Boys receive the same treatment almost feels inevitable. While we still don't know which characters these skins would officially belong to, Billy Butcher would probably fit Shadletsky the best. With the remaining characters that haven't been shown off, we still don't know yet, and it's left entirely up to the devs. Would you want to see The Boys become Forsaken's next major crossover? Now that we officially know Slenderman and Jeff the Killer are receiving complete redesigns for their eventual release, most likely sometime during Chapter 4, there's still one thing we've never actually seen is their milestone skins. While the developers haven't revealed anything yet, it didn't take long for the community to imagine what those rewards could eventually look like. Following the redesigned concepts, Murat wasted absolutely no time creating full milestone skin concepts for both characters. And honestly, they look so polished that a lot of players thought they were official at first glance. Starting with Slenderman, each milestone pushes the character further away from his classic appearance, while still keeping the iconic horror feeling. The first milestone stays fairly faithful to the original games by adding static effects across his body, recreating the disturbing visual glitches players would experience whenever Slenderman got close. The second milestone takes a completely different direction, introducing mysterious Area 51 references, with a large 51 symbol across his clothing, chained restraints, and a strange eye emblem on the mask that resembles the Sheikah eye from The Legend of Zelda. By the third milestone, Slenderman begins transforming into something far more monstrous, with roots and branches consuming his entire body, almost like the movie version of the character. Finally, the fourth milestone goes all out, bringing back his iconic tentacles while having him float above the ground, with the eye symbol becoming the centerpiece of the design. Some players have suggested that milestones 3 or 4 should include the classic Charles drawings or missing person posters to reference the game's original lore, which would fit perfectly. Jeff the Killer follows a similarly connected progression. His first milestone gives him the appearance of a patient trapped inside a hospital, with only a single eye visible beneath the bandages. The second milestone mirrors Slenderman's Area 51 theme by placing Jeff in chains while he has a face mask on for his ugly R, making both milestone paths feel connected. As the milestones continue, Jeff slowly returns to his familiar appearance before evolving into a terrifying final form heavily inspired by Smile Dog and Smile Jeff, complete with glowing eyes, an enormous smile, long hair, and an entirely different outfit that makes him look even more unsettling than before. If the official milestone skins end up looking anywhere near this good, Slenderman and Jeff the Killer could easily have some of the best progression skins in the entire game. What do you think of these milestone concepts? there is one skin that players have been waiting to see return for what feels like forever. If you've been around the community for a while, you'll probably remember Grollusiam, the huge ARG that teased the skin's return through a series of hidden clues and puzzles that players had to solve together. Ever since then, people have constantly wondered whether the skin would actually come back, or if it had been cancelled for good. Well, after all this time, Fawn has finally confirmed that the skin is returning. According to them, it will feature a completely new chase theme, replacing the original version, while the skin itself is expected to stay almost identical to the classic design that players already know. As exciting as that sounds, not everyone is celebrating. Many people are annoyed by the fact that this skin keeps getting cancelled and then returns, as it's been like the third time this has happened. Because of that, a lot of players simply don't trust the announcements anymore, with them even saying that this skin will be the worst one when it releases in-game, simply because expectations have been built up for so long. On the other hand, plenty of people think the criticism has gone way too far. After all, the skin has clearly received a huge amount of development over the years, including unique features like custom kill animations for every survivor. At the end of the day, both sides have understandable arguments. Players are frustrated after seeing the skin repeatedly cancelled, but now that it's finally been confirmed again, it feels a little unfair to dismiss it. We will most likely have to unlock it through an achievement rather than having to buy it outright. Are you still excited to see this skin return? On top of that, there are already even more skins planned after the summer event, and honestly, some of these look absolutely incredible. One of the biggest is the long-awaited Weather Girl skin, which has been teased for a while now, and it's actually coming for John Doe. Even though the Weather Girl chase theme released over a year ago, we still haven't actually seen the skin make it into the game, but it finally looks like that could be changing. Recently, Isaac showed off a teaser for the intro of the skin, featuring the line, "Have you seen the news today?" instantly getting the community excited all over again. The concept itself is unlike anything we've seen before. Instead of a normal design, John Doe actually has an entire building attached to his arm, inspired by the song Weather Girl song, originally created by Flavor Foley. It's such a bizarre idea, but it somehow fits Forsaken's style perfectly. That being said, not everyone agrees with who received the skin. A lot of players have pointed out that Jane Doe would have been a much better fit for the Weather Girl theme. Interestingly though, the artist behind the concept actually created a Jane Doe version as well, meaning there's still a chance she could eventually receive a matching skin in the future. As of right now, this skin won't be coming with the summer event, but it will most likely drop in the intermission update. It isn't just John Doe receiving more attention either. Slasher is also getting another community skin known as Minimum Wager, created by none other than Mr. Purple. The concept hilariously shows Slasher absolutely destroying 2-time with a keyboard before flashing the words 14 nerfs across the screen. Even Indy admitted that nobody has fully figured out what the reference is yet, although many players believe it's connected to Wanted. Whatever the inspiration turns out to be, it's definitely one of the funniest community skins we've seen in a while.
Hey yo, what the?
Quietly building up behind the scenes, and it all revolves around the upcoming killer Phosphorus. While most players are just excited for the character itself, some people believe Forsaken is secretly setting up a much larger event connected to the game's lore. Recently, players started noticing that the Phosphorus symbol has been appearing on several different characters throughout the game, leading to all kinds of theories about what it could actually mean. One of the biggest ideas revolves around the 7 deadly sins, with different characters seemingly representing each one. For example, Azure has been linked to Wrath, Nosferatu to Gluttony, especially after receiving the Gluttony skin, Eye-Trap to Greed, Slasher to Envy. Although some players think Sixer fits that role better, Sixer to Lust, Builderman to Sloth, Jane Doe to Despair, and finally Phosphorus themselves representing Pride. Of course, this is still only a theory. Not every character has the Phosphorus symbol attached to them, and some major characters, including Jane Doe and Builderman, don't even have the symbol at all, leaving plenty of unanswered questions. However, the theories don't stop there. Another clue has been discovered through the game's music. Forsaken News recently pointed out what many people are calling Phosphorus's motif, a small musical pattern that keeps appearing across several different chase themes. Players have already found different variations of this motif hidden inside tracks like Night of Devour, which is associated with characters supposedly recruited by Phosphorus Phosphorus, while another version appears in Devotion for Azure. Even 6's chase theme seems to include a variation as well. At this point, some fans are convinced these repeated musical clues aren't just random coincidences, and are instead building towards a massive Chapter 4 event centered around Phosphorus. There's even an entire account dedicated to tracking every appearance of this mysterious motif. Whether it's all connected or simply fans reading too deeply into the details. So, Forsaken is on the way to do much more than you knew. Are you ready for this next update? Like and subscribe right now. We are milestoning it.